Nigerian government says today that they are happy, praising the Finnish authority for arresting and detaining Mazi Simon Ekpa, and with thanking the Finnish authority for trying him of his crime. That is a bloody lie, because these people that keeps writing this nonsense are the Nigerian gutter medias. I call them gutter media because everything you see in gutter is trash, rubbish. Nnamdi Kanu is there. You people don't want to release him. You are talking about Simon Ekpa. Just wait. Shebi, the days are counting. Times are going. And Nigeria is not able to show anything. No worries.
Hello fans, welcome to Magnetic Jigs TV. Christopher Musa, who happens to be the Chief of Defense Staff of Nigerian Armed Forces, is nowhere to be found in Finland. He claimed that he has sent a document and evidence that is going to implicate Simon Ekpa's case. Then they're in Finland, but the fact and the truth remains that there is no document, because there is no evidence to prove that Simon Ekpa is a terrorist. So he is nowhere to be found in Finland.
Minor delays and some minor restrictions, let me put it that way. But he's fine, and he's going to come back very soon. Absolutely very soon he's going to come back. And he's going to come back with rocket launcher. You know, because I heard, what is it called? General Christopher Musa speaking the other day, saying that the Igbo is happy, and then the Easterners are happy that Simon Ekpa has been arrested. I heard General Christopher Musa saying that, oh, the Igbos, the Southeast are on their side. But I didn't hear him say that, address the Tucano jet fighters that came to bomb and destroy houses on the 2nd of December 2024. I did not hear General Christopher Musa address the issue of the people that was killed in Abia State, unprovoked, burning them with fire. So at this point, I want to tell General Christopher Musa, you see all this your manipulation, that you're trying to manipulate people via your social media handle. We are watching, and we want to tell you this, that you know you respect sovereignty, because you were telling Finland that Nigeria is a sovereign state and it must be respected because one of their citizens is destroying the Southeast. Now, let me remind you today, Mr. General Christopher Musa, since you people don't want to come to Finnish country to come and defend all the allegations against Simon Ekpa that you brought forward, and now you know that your name is in ICC, you can't come again. You are just trying to, do abracadabra for your people to understand that, oh, you are doing your job, you are working. You are not working anything, you are not doing anything. Now you called Nigeria a sovereign nation. And I want you to remember that we have what they call United States of Biafra, which is a sovereign state today, General Christopher Musa, and we are using this opportunity to tell you to remove all your soldiers from our land, because now you are an intruder. So you don't come and tell us now that you don't know that Biafra has gotten their independence on the 29th of November 2024. You won't come and tell us that. So remove all your soldiers from Biafran land. We don't want to see them anywhere. Anywhere. That is what we keep telling you. The checkpoints all over the Southeast should be removed. Because military are not meant to be on the road. They are meant to be in the barracks and in the forest, fighting guerrilla warfare like you said. You have lost your relevancy. So we are asking you this very wonderful morning that General Christopher Musa, the East does not like you. We don't like you. We don't like your operations in the Southeast. We don't like your actions in the Southeast. So tell your Eastern terrorist army to leave our land, because it's a sovereign nation. United States of Biafra is a sovereign nation. So you respect sovereignty, if that be the case. And we are still expecting you people in Finland. You need to bring your lawyers. your documentation, because we are telling you, you are just lying that you have sent documents, you have sent evidences that Finland will deal with them. But I will tell, let me tell you this, Mr. General Christopher Musa, that you are a thief, a liar, and a deceiver. And stop deceiving Nigerians, because you people are not doing anything. We are not here to paint words. We are here to tell you the way it is. Your soldiers went to Abia State, killed, burned people alive. You didn't tell the man that was asking you those questions that. You didn't say that. Your focus was only on Simon Ekpa that did nothing wrong to you. And you think you have gotten him? Like I said, he's going to come out with Locket Runcher very soon. And you will see how bad it's going to hit Nigerian zoo.
Our brother here, Stephen Cross, narrates everything that is going on down there in Finland. He's told us that Nigerian government is now regretting why they reported Simon Ekpa to Finland court or authority. Since Finland government restricted Simon Ekpa from social media and from other things, pending when the case will be over, Nigerian government is yet to prove to them that Simon Ekpa is a terrorist, as they allege to him.
Please, if you are visiting my YouTube channel for the first time, subscribe with us and turn on your notification button.
My name is Dr. Ngozi Orobueze, the Chief of Staff for the United States of Biafra, currently the Deputy Prime Minister for the United States of Biafra. Thank you all and welcome to this space. Let me start by, I also want to thank Biafrans that are listening and friends of Biafrans, and those that are not friends of Biafrans. I know you're listening, and it is a welcome development. The freedom of a people cannot be determined by few individuals or by a country that continues to kill our citizens just because of their ideology. I thank all Biafrans that we are in Finland. We made it. We've declared the United States of Biafra. We are now an independent state. And I'm very, very happy to inform everyone that our lawyers, both international and local, we continue to apply the rules in making sure that the United States of Biafra stands as an independent country, being recognized by member countries in the world. I thank God for leading most of us back to our bases. After what happened to our Prime Minister a few weeks ago, as some of you may be aware, it took all of us by surprise. But again, we know that it is one of those things that is bound to happen, because our Prime Minister has always said he's looking for a day like that to be able to let the world know what Biafrans are going through in the hand of the terrorist state of Nigeria. Our Prime Minister is hale and hearty. They're just delaying him. There's no crime accused. According to they're just doing investigation, which they review every 2 weeks. And it is okay. After what happened to our Prime Minister, there was, again, I tell people, the structure of the United States of Biafra has been laid down by our Prime Minister from beginning to end. Unless the person is not true to this course, unless the individual is not following our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. Anyone following our Prime Minister and believing what he is doing, we know that he set the template for Biafra restoration from beginning to end. Nothing is left out. Everybody has their job assigned to them. But once our Prime Minister is not in the picture, somebody have to step in to help Biafrans achieve those templates that the Prime Minister has laid down. So when the issue happened, then we had Brigade Cabinet. Some individuals in Brigade Cabinet met with the CRC, the Conflict Resolution Committee, and they said they want to appoint somebody that is going to take the place of the Prime Minister. The Conflict Resolution Committee now issued a memo requesting for Biafrans, bringing members that want to step into the issue of our Prime Minister to submit papers so that they can go and review them and vote and make them the interim Prime Minister, even though the PM has set the template for the structure of the government. The Brigade Cabinet members, upon seeing this letter, called for an emergency meeting and called on the chairperson of this conflict resolution committee in the person of Imam Madwabu. And we were surprised on why this letter. PM had already had a structure. So why this letter to request for people to apply for the position of the Prime Minister? Eventually, the Brigade Cabinet members noted that this is inappropriate, and they took a vote.
So guys, there are some little issues going on within the government of Biafra. The Chief of Staff of Biafra, Mrs. Ngozi Arobeze, is having some issues with her cabinet members. You know, she did some little changes, but some group of persons who happens to be in the government as well are fighting her, saying that she has no power to do so, that every cabinet member supposed to be the way they are until Prime Minister Ekpa is back. But here in this broadcast, Mrs. Ngozi Arobeze has explained everything, that whatever she is doing and whatever she did is according to the direction of Prime Minister Ekpa. But some people still in that government of Biafran refused. They refused to back down and they refused to agree with her.
And there was myself. In that WhatsApp, the PM's attorney informed everyone, these individuals that was in that WhatsApp, that she reached out to PM to avoid chaos, to avoid crisis that some people are finding. And the PM has clearly stated to those individuals on that WhatsApp that the leadership, his surrogate, will be Madam Dr. Ngazi, until PM will be able to join us. Excuse me. That was what happened. Since after that notice was given, some individuals in this struggle that claimed they were following the Prime Minister became very sad. They were not following rules. I tried to reach out to a couple of individuals that I know has things to do for the Prime Minister. I reached out to the Defense Minister. I reached out to Honorable Ogenkere, the Finance Minister. I requested for a private meeting with them to ensure that the government continues. The Defense Minister obliged, and I met with him for some minutes or hours. The Finance Minister, Ogenkere, refused to meet with me. I called several times. I sent him messages. He refused to attend. I called several cabinet meetings. We sent him the invitation to come to meeting so that we will know where our finances stand. I'm not going to go into details of some of the reports I got from some of the men on ground whom are being part of helping to make sure that things are running smoothly. But rather than work with the government and the structure that our Prime Minister has established, the Finance Minister, Honorable Ogenkere, decided to do his own thing. I requested to talk with Success, because every now and then in meetings that PM and I has been, I know every now and then, not in all cases, because PM's way, nobody knows it. Anybody that comes out to tell you he's doing this with the PM in that way, that person is not being sincere, because PM follows the experiences of what happened in the past, and he's very, very cautious. In fact, you will not know that what you are doing, another person is doing it, and that is the way PM operates. I try to reach out to success because every now and then, he's the one that helped to run errands on ground. He refused. While the Brigade cabinet members keep trying to reach Ogenkere in up to 4 meetings, which he refused to attend. A couple of cabinet members tried to broker peace to see how they can get him to come to the Brigade cabinet meetings. He refused. At a point, when one of the cabinet members reached out to him, he said he's not going to attend a meeting unless success is at the meeting. So knowing what I know, I already know what is going on. And I don't need anybody to tell me anything. My own is to make sure that when we raise money for our prime minister, who is one of our biggest fundraisers, we want to make sure that the money we are raising for our prime minister is going to the appropriate places that he requested, not to another place.
But guys, what exactly is happening? Can Nigerian government come out to prove that Simon Ekpa is a terrorist? Why even in the first place reporting something that you cannot bring out the evidence, something that you cannot even come out to prove that this is truth? Anyway, only time will tell. Stephen Cross here has narrated everything that is going on, and even the scene that is still going on right now in the whole land of Biafra, where the Nigerian army are still throwing bombs, doing all sorts of things in order to intimidate the citizens of Biafra.
This, before I ask him a question, Donald Trump is one of the richest men in the world today. There is nothing Donald Trump doesn't have. Donald Trump, last 4 years when he was in power, if my memory serves me right, I can't remember Donald Trump collecting any of his salaries. What he came to do was to make America great again. Donald Trump fought and fought even to the extent he escaped to assassination attempt. So that implies to me, if you are scared of death, you can't be a leader. And we are not scared of death. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu taught me a lot. Mazi Simon Ekpa taught me a lot. Donald Trump taught me a lot. Martin Luther King taught me a lot. So I do have a job, a great one for that matter. A very wonderful job that you can't even dream to have or to get. Even in 10 years of your life in Nigeria, you can't dream to have such jobs. I do have a wonderful job, but I hate the fact that the Nigerian terrorist military will come to my land, decimate my land, kill my people, rape them. Then the Nigerian government will turn a blind eye. When we speak up, they will kill you. When we try to speak up, they will arrest you, jail you without any conviction. That is why I'm fighting. That is why we are doing what we're doing. Like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, this global hatred and hatred of the Igbos, almost persecution, stops with him. I learned that from him.
So my fans, you have seen and understand that this journey no be child's play at all. No be children journey be this. This one is one of the most difficult journeys so far. But with the help of Chukwuke Abiyama, there is no backing down, because Biafra will surely win at the end. Just like our master and director, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, will always say, at the end, Biafra will come. And that is exactly what it is, and that is what it will surely be. Yes, so this little crisis we have in the Biafran cabinet, it has already been solved. So guys, panic not. Na normal thing where we dey see for life. Sometimes there will be some misunderstanding, but that misunderstanding will not escalate into something else. The saboteurs, or the people that are trying to sabotage the process, they will soon be fished out, and everything will come back to normality. Yes, so our brother Stephen Cross, thank you for the information so far. Oh yes, very soon Biafra will become a sovereignty state of its own, fully recognized in all the world. That is what it's going to be. Once more, from the servers of Magnetic Jigs TV, we thank you, my fans, we thank you, viewers, we thank you, everyone, for your contribution in what is going on between Nigerian government and the Biafran government in this planet Earth and in this life. We all appreciate you. Remember to subscribe with us, Magnetic Jigs TV, for we remain the best.
Citizens. So we know this. We are not stupid. We are not illiterate. Most of us might be scared, but we are not scared to die. We are not scared. The government of Nigeria killed 3.5 million Biafrans. And you think with all those killings will come today to be scared of the Yorubas, the Igbo, the Hausas, or the Fulani terrorists? No, we can't. We cannot. And please, I don't know who this Ima Powerful is that they are saying he's debunking, that what they did in Finland was a lie, was a joke, was a child's play, and they're disassociating themselves from the IPOB. Ima Powerful does not work for IPOB. Ima Powerful does not work with IPOB. We don't know him. Ima Powerful works with the federal government of Nigeria, and as well, we consider him to be a terrorist until we prove him not. We don't know him. He's a faceless individual. Have you ever seen Ima Powerful before? Do you know him? The people you are going after today, you know them. You can see them. Ima Powerful stays in, what is it called? He stays in Ghana. He sells recharge cards and phone accessories. That is who Ima Powerful is. That is not a man who will come and get Biafra for us. No, he's not. Thank God that the United States of Biafra has been restored. Very soon, like I said, the diplomatic battle will start. After all this, your nonsense, you did not remember to tell your people. Remember, and I will remind you every single day I come here, that you are sued in ICC and you need to come there to defend all the allegations against Mazi Simon Ekpa. Thank you, my wonderful people. May God bless you, and may God bless each and every one of the Biafrans in all the world. God bless you, and God bless our families.
So guys, if you listen very well to this video that I posted here, you will hear Madam Ngozi Arabweze as she explained everything that is going on within the Biafran cabinet, the crisis, the misunderstanding, and how things has been resolved. So no panic at all. Panic not, guys. Panic not, Biafrans. We are here. We have gone far to be distracted, but I assure you that at the end, as Mazinan Kali will always say, Biafra will come. Thank you. Just chill down and watch or listen to her to the end of this video. You will understand and agree with me that the crisis or the problem has been resolved.
Why should the person or the individual try to disobey that order? And they will tell you that they are fighting for Biafra. They want to raise funds for Biafra. Is it the job of the finance department, headed by Sonny Akbalawa, to be talking about raising money for the Biafra restoration? It's not his job. But for some reason, they all decided to do what they think they want to do. As we are speaking right now, the finance minister now has sent out a WhatsApp, a Zoom meeting for the 40 state administrators in Homeland to meet with him tomorrow. But he refused to come to the meeting with the person that the prime minister have given the power. But he went. This is just to disorganize and destroy. But you know what? Not in this struggle where I am. This case is dead on arrival, and they will fade if they want to. Like I said again, I don't know their issue. I'm not going to get into that. But we have a defense minister that is currently attending to some issues in defense. And that is the right thing to do. Because when PM was available, most things come to him. Most information come to him. But all of a sudden, because he's out, some people think they are the ones that is in charge of everything. I find it very sad that somebody will come to the air to tell the world that without him, the Finland Convention wouldn't have happened. And that is why it's very, very important for us to know how we can help the finances. We don't want nobody coming out to say that without him or her, the United States of Biafra will not be achieved. That's a slap on our face. That's a slap on the thousands of people that support our prime minister financially to get the United States of Biafra. So for Biafrans to have that bandage on their face every time, that without me or without anybody else, or without the finance minister contribution, that there will be nothing like United States of Biafra. Nothing like that. All of us contribute in our own way. I'm not going to tell people what I contribute in this struggle. I'm not going to tell people what I've lost being in this position. That is not what I need to do, because Biafra is way, way bigger than what I do, what I lost, and what I put into the struggle. But under this leadership, that must stop. Nobody can come and say, without them, the United States of Biafra will not stand, or without the money they brought up here, which is money we pay back. People give money, and there are people that give thousands of dollars to the struggle. You don't even hear their name. And that was why we're trying to clarify some of, yes, we thank people who brought us money in time of need. But it's also important for us to know what was borrowed. What did you borrow us? How do we pay back? I think that's just basic accountability. It's not to stop anybody from doing what they do, but it's just the transparency. Because we are in a new administration. We are now a country. It's not everything that has to come to the open, but we know things that the cabinet needs to know. And there are things the cabinet do not need to know. And that is why the cabinet decided we are going to have a week break before we start our fundraising. And Sonia Ekpa and Ogenke and Nigeria went to be telling Biafrans that Dr. Ngozi Orebeze have canceled fundraising, and are trying to connive and try to deceive those in homeland, our angels. But I'll tell them, please, do not get involved in this madness. Do not. Do not. The PM has gone through this part in the past, and it didn't end well. The essence of the information department is to let Biafrans know what is going on. Keep us abreast of the information. Not to use the information department to be spreading false information to the public and spreading lies and try to witch hunt somebody because you feel PM did not give you the power to run the struggle. PM knows all of us one by one. He knows what each individual can do before he gave that power. If you think PM knows that you can run this struggle, he would have made you the one in charge until he comes out. But the Prime Minister didn't do that. And as long as he didn't do that, you must bow by that instruction that the Prime Minister gives. That's the right thing to do. If you truly love the PM, as you say,